Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here because I am going to show you my, as of right now, makeup routine. If I am to do my makeup, this is the routine that I go to 9 times out of 10. If I have like a special event, like I don't know, a fancy dinner or like a party or something to go to, I may add a little bit of color to my eyes or change up my lip color, if anything. But if not, if it's just like just right now, just a normal day, this is my go-to look. There are some products that they're like interchangeable, I guess you could say. So I use a brow palette right now. You can most definitely use a brow pencil, and I do that also, and I also really love that. So I'm just going to show you what I have on hand now, what I've been using. I have a stash of makeup, so if I like run out of like bronzer, I'm like, okay, time to go to the next one, and then yeah, so this is it. If you have any suggestions on another video that you'd like to see with makeup, or if you really like makeup videos, please let me know down below in the comments, or like kind of looks that you'd like to see, or I don't know, just any suggestions. I would greatly appreciate it. Even if it's not makeup, anything that you'd like to see in the future, please let me know. And besides that, please like and share, and of course subscribe to my channel. We're almost at 10 subscribers, which is pretty cool. So we're on video number 3, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any suggestions, if you're enjoying this, what you think of the channel. Give me some critique. I'm all good for some criticism. I want to make this exactly what you guys want to obviously see. So yeah, that's all I really have for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. Peace. Okay, so to start, I always, if I have to use this, I guess I should say, if I need to use this, this is a, let me try and show you. So I don't really know, I think they're called like tinkles, but they're razors. And all you do, instead of having to pluck your eyebrows, you can just go right in and get the little excess hairs, and it's such an easy way to clean up your eyebrows. You can also use this literally all over your face to like get any extra peach fuzz off or anything like that if you want to. I have before, but it's not something I do religiously. So I'm gonna go ahead and just clean these up now, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, now that's all done. So any of those straggler hairs are just gone. Like I said, instead of having to pick through and tweeze, that is just 100% less painful, and it's just so much faster than actually tweezing through. And it's something that you can just go through even every single day if you wanted to, if you grow hair really fast, and then just go through, and I go through in the middle, and I'm all good to go. So now for filling in my brows, I use the brow palette. This is by the company Younique, and I am a Younique presenter, so I'll leave my website down below. But I also use a brow artist brush, so it's just, I actually use this side, so it's just a flat brush, and I go in with, there's a light shade and a dark shade and 2 highlighters, and then a gel. Make sure that's wrong side. So I go in with the light one first, and I start a little bit back on my brow, not quite in the front, but right here. And I'll just explain how I fill in this first one, and then we'll move on to the next step. I'll just skip through the next one. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this dark brow palette, or brow powder, same flat side, and now I'm just gonna touch up the edges. I don't know what that is. Just because the tail end of my brow is a little bit more sparse. And I know it looks crazy right now because obviously I don't have foundation, but I just prefer to do my brows first. And I go into the front, and I just kind of outline with just the remaining dark powder. Hold on, baby. And then I just touch in the front. Okay, baby, hold on. And that's my finished brow. Alright, and my brows are done. Like I said, I know they look crazy right now. I don't have a spoolie with me, and Kai's asleep. That's in the other room. So this will be fine for right now. I'm just kind of like flicking my fingers in the front, trying to lighten them up a little bit. But if I did have a spoolie, I would just kind of brush them through a little bit it is what it is. I don't clean up underneath. I just try and minimize as much time as I can because I do feel like I already have so many steps in my makeup, like because I am an all or nothing type of person, so try and keep it as minimum as possible. Now I use the Milani foundation. I actually use the shade 4 in medium beige, and I use a blending bud and 2 pumps to start, and I just put it all over my face and then I'll blend it in more. This is more of a dewy finish and I am more oily skinned, but when I do my concealer and then I bake, or not really bake, but I just add the setting powder and the powder, like the actual pressed powder on top, or like any loose powder, that makes it a matte finish. So that's what works for me, and I really like this coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out, and I'll see you when I have not such patchy skin. Okay, now that I got that all blended in, I go in with my concealer next, and I actually use this really reasonably priced E.L.F, what is this called? Camo concealer, 16-hour camo concealer in the shade Light Sand. And I go in with the same blending bud, and I didn't mention, but I really like this flat for my foundation, and then also it works perfect for getting in my eyes for my concealer. So I just use, it has this little doe foot thing, but I just swipe some of the product on. I'm looking in the mirror, by the way, behind you guys, so if that's what if you see my eyes going up, that's what I'm making sure I'm still like in focus. So I swipe some on there, and then it is a little bit too blinding of highlight. I need a lighter shade or a darker shade. Like I said, I could switch some things out, but I'm using what I have. So I just pop a little bit of the actual foundation that I just used in with it, and I place this in the spots that I want, just as I did with the foundation, and then I go ahead and blend it out. And if I do add too much, I'll use a towel and just kind of wipe off of my bud a bit, which I'm actually going to do now. Please pause. So I'll just take the bud and literally just tap it on there. I just went a little bit too much. The concealer is truly, I do that more times than not. I always underestimate it. It's really good for the price. I think it's like $6 or $7. And then this also I put on my eyelid. It really helps with brightening your eyes. Then it could also use as a base for your eyeshadow. And then I feel like it cleans up my eyebrow because I don't have any stragglers. So I did that first step on your forehead. And I actually do have a video from years ago when I was a like full-on Younique presenter. That was like my main focus, and on highlighting and concealing, and or highlighting and contouring actually. And it actually still stands true. So if you have questions or confused on highlighting and contouring, which I was when I first dove into makeup because I had no freaking idea what I was doing, then you can still refer back to that video. It is, like I said, I think it's like 2 or 3 years old, but it's still, I actually watched it back when I was starting to upload on here, and that's why I didn't delete it, because I'm like, well, it's still what I think now. So alright, so I blend this in, and now I'm gonna grab my setting powder and we're gonna set this in place. Okay, so now for setting powder, I really like this for a cheaper option of this Airspun thing. This is from Walmart. I think they sell it at Target too. This is a cheap option, but I am out. So I have this as a backup. This is the Younique Behold setting powder. A little bit more pricey. This is $39 compared to, like I said, just I don't know, $5 or $6. So, oops, putting it in the wrong side. I meant to put this in the lid, not the freaking container. Alright, so I'm putting it in here, and I'm going to use this blending bud because it's flat on both sides. I just tap in. You don't need too much because then it gets cakey feeling. And I start to press this in. And truthfully, because I am oily, I like to put this all over my face, so I'll kind of dust it all over. a little bit heavier in these spots. Now Younique's translucent or setting powder is translucent, so there isn't different shades to it. The Airspun, there is different shades. So there's like a more yellowy tone, a true translucent, and then I think that there's like a more creamier one. Don't quote me on it. I had that last can for a long time, or whatever this is, for quite some time. So I'm just gonna put it back in here, because who cares? Now I'm gonna take, because I actually don't have loose powder right now, so I'm just gonna go back with this huge Eco Tools brush. I freaking love it. Got this from Target, again, a cheap option for a brush. And then I'm just gonna press this into my skin. The foundation is a bit darker than what my actual skin tone is right now, a teeny bit, because I was at the beach, so I did get a tan. So me not having a powder to put on top for extra coverage is fine. Plus, because I'm gonna contour, that'll definitely warm back up my face. So let me press this in my skin and we can move on to the next step. Okay, now going in for contour, I opened this Maybelline Fit Me powder. I do like it a lot. And it's just kind of like I don't know, I was having a hard time finding a bronzer that it was actually like a brown, like a warm color. It wasn't orange, it wasn't red, it wasn't pink, like I don't know. I just was having a hard time, maybe just my skin tone, but I just put a teeny bit into the cap, use my, what is this called, blusher brush? I don't know, it's so worn out, but this like tapered brush from Younique. And for contour, again, you can refer back to the video if you want a more in-depth tutorial, but you just go here along the cheekbones. I'm just going to show you guys and speed it up. Okay, so now you can see this side is warmed up with the contour and this side is not, so this is just a one-dimensional blah face. But I guess this is where it's like, if I'm gonna do foundation, I'm gonna do it all, because I just feel so bad with this. Definitely feel better than my normal skin, especially on a like pimple day, but not as good as when you do a good contour with it. Okay, so now going in for blush, I like to use, again, a Younique product, but this is the shade Seductive. These are their blushers. They call them blushers. I don't really know why. Maybe that's the original name. I don't know. But I freaking love this tone for my skin tone. Comes with this huge mirror. I think they actually have new packaging now. But with the same brush, which might make some of you cringe, because I know most people have different colors, but I don't have the hugest collection, so we make do, and it works just fine. But this is such a nice way to bring your skin to life. It makes it just look really young and, I don't know, like glowy. It's just so pretty. Okay, now moving on to eyeshadow. For my go-to super fast but still one dimension to my eye look, I love this shade Gingerly. Again, a Younique product, but I swear I'm not like meaning for this to be a Younique video. This is truly just what I use. So this is the shade Gingerly, and I freaking love it. It's a gorgeous, I don't even know. You see what color it is. And I use the blending brush, again by Younique. And I was once a Younique presenter. I am now, but I'm just more into, I paint and sell signs. Let me get a mirror for myself. So that's my gig, but that's why I have so much of this now, and I just re-signed up a couple months ago because I just wanted the discount and I missed myself. But I just work this into the outside corner, so I place it, go in, they're called windshield wiper motions, and it's obviously not beep 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 beep, it's just a little here and there. It's kind of like, looks like you don't know what you're doing and it's making a big mess, and then should really just be a V. So here, and then a little bit down. So you want it to be, for me personally, I want it to be darker. I hope it's focused. I want it to be darker on the outside and then lighter on the inside. So you can see. And I love these eyeshadows. Even since quitting Younique like really full time, I have yet to find an eyeshadow that even touches their eyeshadows. So when you first place it, you can do circular motions to start off and start to pull that forward. It's just a great neutral color, but it's warm. It has that orangey tone to it, that burnt orangey caramel. I don't know, it's just so gorgeous. It's so good. And then just fan that underneath a little bit. It's really quite a messy, again, doesn't look like you know what you're doing process, but see how that just added dimension to my eye with one color. And now we're gonna move on to lashes. Okay, so for eyelashes, I like to curl mine first. So I just use I don't even know what curler this is. Now when it comes to lash products, I legit have not ever put on false eyelashes, so I have no idea how to do it. I tried it, I can't do it, it's too much. I don't want to pull out my eyelashes, so I just use my natural lashes. They're pretty well. So this is a new product that I just added, I don't know, a couple months ago. But this is a lash primer, which I've never used before. Hello, what are you doing? Okay, so this is a lash primer, and this is, I don't really know what the voodoo magic is on it, but all I know is that my lashes look better with it than without, so I use it. Again, a Younique product, but it does go on white-ish, so I like that because you can see what you're doing. I thought it was clear when I first got it, so knowing that it goes on white, you can actually see that it, you know, your lashes are actually coated. So just put this all over and then fan it a bit and go in with a Younique Epic mascara. This is their one-step mascara and I really freaking love it. Just works the best and separates your lashes. I don't know, it doesn't make them clumpy, which I love. So this is, again, one of those things, I don't know if I'm doing it right. Like, I don't know if I should be waiting longer in between the primer and the actual mascara, but it works for me. And this is how I do it, so I'm gonna stick to it. Alright, so now I'm gonna go on the other side. Let me just do the other side and then we'll switch back. I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've got mascara on both eyes. So I just did one coat, so you can see. But I wanted to go back, this is what I like to do, just to add a bit more volume. I go back and add one more quick coat. These are definitely gonna obviously be a more natural looking lash look because they are your natural lashes. They're not gonna be crazy like I see some false eyelashes. But it still does give you great volume and length. And then I just touch up the bottom lashes with one quick coat. And same for the other side. So as for lips, I literally I'll just wipe off any of that yucky gunky foundation and then kind of contradicting, but then go back in just so the outside lines are blurred. Okay, we're back. Sorry if you noticed a difference between this clip and the last one, but my camera died, so we had to put it on pause. So we're gonna finish up with lips, and then that's the end of my routine. So these are my go-to. I just kind of switch back and forth between what colors I want. I like to mix colors together for my lips. I've just always kind of been that way, just because I feel like some tones, or maybe I just haven't like done enough research or digged hard enough, tried enough, but some tones are just a little bit too light, too dark, too orange, too pink. Just kind of same with the blush situation that I was thinking, or the bronzer situation. Same goes for my lips. So I just like to create my own little combo. So to start, I really love these Maybelline Color Sensational lip liners. Sorry, getting frame. This is the shade Purely Nude 110. Let me get a mirror out so I can not do all janky. And I like them because they're retractable. And there is a little sharpener on the edge. So I literally just outline my lips. This is the boring part. So let me speed right through this and I'll be right back so we can fill them in with the pretty colors. One thing I definitely will say about these lip liners is they're really creamy. If you move it within like 15 seconds, I'd say, they're really creamy. Now it's kind of dry. But alright, so now for lip products, I go between these Super Stay Matte Ink Maybelline liquid lipsticks, and then also mix in, because these are a little bit drying and I really honestly don't love them, but I love the colors. I love this formula, so I'm not a fan of this formula, but the colors are great. This, I love the formula, I just wish I had more colors. This is the Splash Younique liquid lipstick, so I'm gonna start with just putting a few colors in my hand. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this Stellar color, which is a deep nudie color. So that's that shade. That's too dark for my skin tone. So then I'm gonna mix in this shade in the named Soft Hearted, again a Younique. That one mixed together. And I should have, please hold. Okay, I got it. So I like to use one of these flat brushes to mix it together and apply it. And then I'm going to also add a little bit of this shade 60 of the Maybelline Superstay in the shade named Poet. And just pop that on a little bit to mix that in. The Soft Hearted is a little bit more pink. That Poet shade is a little bit more neutral. So just mix that together like the little artist I am. And pop it on. So here we go. And there you have it, you guys. There is the completed look of my go-to. If I'm gonna do makeup, this is my makeup look. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you find some products that you maybe go run to the store to try, or shoot me a message for any of these Younique products. I know I was dropping a lot of Younique products, but these are just what I just have for my routine right now. So it just wasn't anything that was planned out like that. But that's just how my life is rolling right now. So so good. So there you go. I'm gonna take some pictures. I'll add the pictures in this video. But if you have any questions, if again you have any suggestions, please comment them down below. Please let me know your thoughts on how this is all going. What is cringy, what is not, what I need to add, what I need to fix. Please, any advice is so welcome here. So thank you guys so much for the support already. I can't believe that I have a freaking YouTube channel and I'm like being consistent, so I'm really proud of myself. But it's so much fun. I'm really excited for the future of how this is gonna go. I hope all these clips that I just did are freaking focused, because I'm really nervous about that. I don't have a front view finder and my camera has been blinking like it is dying the whole time, so there's that. But if you guys have any suggestions, any comments, anything you want to say, please let me know. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And then I will see you guys on the next video. See you later. Bye.